Good morning. It's Monday. Welcome back to the Creative Vibe Studios. My name is Bridget Rooks, and today it's Mindset Monday. It's time to reflect, celebrate, and get past all the hoops and hurdles that are holding us back so that we can have a successful workday. Now, as you can see in this title, we are going to throw it back to my retail days, and I've got a story to tell you about how I got this denim display mindset. But first, I want you to think about what it means to be the CEO of your life. It means to have to wake up and set goals and create tasks and commit to doing the work. But you also have to make sure that you are achieving your goals and the work that you're doing makes sense for the end goal, which is your goals, right? You also have to choose each and every day to be committed to these responsibilities in order to live your best life, right? And you have to compare that to what it means to be the CEO of your business. Now, your business's mindset is super focused to running your business and being the CEO of your life. That mindset requires being dedicated to yourself too and your personal growth. So, with that being said, we're going to take it back to when I used to work in retail. Now, here's a lovely picture when I had black hair and I was working in retail. Now, this, oh, by the way, is after I quit my corporate job, thinking I'm going to start my business and found myself right back with a huge pay cut back in retail. Anywho, in order to do the things we want, sometimes we have to get a little uncomfortable and take time to make things work for your goals. And I said all that to say, working retail, if any of you guys know, and if you haven't worked in retail, I'm sure you've shopped in retail stores and malls and online, all of that. And you know how hard it has to be of a job for the merchandisers. Now, I was a visual merchandiser for a baby clothing store and I worked in a corporate office. And as I quit that job, I ended up back in the store in a big box department store, helping do all the merchandise for all of the departments, right? Men's, babies, kids, women's, all of it. It was a blast. Like, I had a really great time getting the product out, organizing things, following the planogram, and making things set up for this customers to come in so that they would be prepared to for the store to be prepared to make their sales goals for the day. So, with that being said, keep in your mind if you are shopping or happen to be looking for denim, what did that denim wall usually look like, right? If you're walking into a display, it's either immaculate and you're afraid to touch it, or it's a disaster and you can't find anything that you want. So let's just talk about what it takes in order for a visual merchandiser to make this beautiful setup, something similar to this, work in order for the customer to have a successful experience. Okay. So just imagine this is the after. Let's think about the before. All the jeans are on the floor, things are just tumbled over. People, 500 people have shopped it. And here I come ready and prepared to clean it up and put it back together. So, there's different styles, boot cut, straight leg, wide leg, all kinds of different sizes from 0 to 14. And you've got to be able to get the slim cut. Like, let me tell you, there's a lot of organizing it takes in order to get this wall back to this presentation. So just think about the timing that it takes in order to do something that you know in 5 minutes, as soon as you step away, someone's going to touch it and mess it up. You have to have a good mindset to not be angry at the people you're serving for coming in and messing up your denim wall. This took me a little while because I'm a perfectionist in my own right, but I also love and get joy from organizing and making things easier for the customers to come in and shop from. Because at the end of the day, making our sales goal, selling our units, and providing great customer service starts by having the products on the floor and also by having it easily accessible and signage on it to tell the price correctly. So, with that type of mindset, knowing that as soon as I put the finishing touches and put that sign that these jeans are on sale, it's going to get bum rushed and everybody and their mother is going to be here throwing these jeans on the floor, taking them to the dressing room, not putting them back, and then it's a disaster all over again. Sometimes when we're working on our business, we have to really get the idea of there's going to be obstacles. There's going to be things that are going to get in the way, and I need to be prepared to pick up the pieces and get back to work because at the end of the day, my goals are most important. Being organized, making my sales and selling the units, and making sure the customer has what they need. So, I put together 5 mindset hacks to help you become the CEO of your life and your business, similar to that denim wall. Number one, be prepared for setbacks and roadblocks. Now, just like I talked about with that denim wall, I knew that as soon as I got all the new jeans out, they're all sized, that they were going to get destroyed. You have to understand that when you are setting up your business, things are going to happen that you're intentionally doing the best that you can to organize and prepare for that are going to throw you off track. But if you can commit to thinking of what the possibilities are, you can prepare for them. And that will help you help your clients better if you know that, hey, I've heard a couple people say that this is not working. And then taking action to be prepared for these potential obstacles so that you can have a game plan to overcome them when they arise. The second thing is have a plan. Have a plan for the things that might happen. Like we just talked about that. You know that, for example, if you are I'm working on this denim wall and I know that I can't get all of the back stock onto the sales floor, I have to keep the back stock organized just as well as I have the presentation on the sales floor. You know why? Because it makes it easier for me to replenish and fill in and service another customer when something is missing from that stack, right? The same thing goes for your future. Become committed to your dream. You should be inspired and you should make it that much more easier to access every single day because you are embracing the excitement and knowing that the big picture of selling all those jeans or the big picture of achieving all your goals is doable and you just have to do the work. So, having this something similar to my 7-step formula for manifesting your dreams will help you set the goals, create a plan, and you'll be the person that will hold yourself accountable and you'll be able to get the work done to your satisfaction. And guess what? If you don't, it's totally up to you. So, the third thing is you have to change your perspective. If you can smile while all the jeans are being thrown on the floor, if you can smile and start thinking about how can I help people in this moment, even though things are a disaster, right? I can still service my customers. I can help get things up off the floor and I can put things back in order. You have to have a positive attitude and think positive about all the things, even when it's a mess. When things are not going your way, you have to have a positive mindset and remember that every situation doesn't require your immediate response or attention. So sometimes there's going to be things that are just going to have to happen, and there's going to be things that you're going to have to walk away from because it's out of your control. And having the perspective to think and understand that my time is not dedicated, shouldn't be dedicated to this mess. I need to prioritize it. You can smile and know that I can do that later and be okay with it and not feel overwhelmed from thinking that it's not going to get done or I have made a big mistake in starting to listen to the self-doubt and let the negative thoughts come in. So, work on smiling and changing your perspective to have a positive attitude. The fourth thing is to get uncomfortable and work, right? So, let's just go back to this denim display. We've shut the doors, the customers have left, the day is over, and all my hard work is now on the floor. And I know that it's going to take me another 45 minutes to fold up these jeans, resize them, put them back on the wall, get things replenished. Sometimes you just want to go home. You just want to call it a day, but you have to know if you're dedicated and you're committed to your goals, which at the end of the day is to make money, sell your products and services. You have to do the work to keep it up to date, to keep it organized, to manage through the mess, to overcome obstacles and hurdles and get uncomfortable, do the time, and do the work because sometimes you're going to be the only person there to clean up. And you're not always going to have the help that you may need, especially in the beginning. So you're going to have to get this mindset like embedded in right now so that you know that when times get hard, I can do this. And when you need help, you know you can ask for it. The last thing is, I want you to start getting familiar with adjusting to change, right? It's hard to not be emotionally connected to things that you've poured into. You've got everything organized, you've put this beautiful business together, and now nobody's shopping. Now you are having hard time selling your products. And now you just don't understand social media. Becoming the CEO of your life and your business requires great commitment. And it's just like that denim wall display. You have to be all in. Getting organized takes time. Identifying the missing pieces that you need, if it's resources, if it's assistance, if it's more capital, whatever it is, you might need to make sure that you are doing everything that you need to do and taking that extra 5 minutes every single day to go through your missing pieces to make sure everything is replenished and organized. And think about that one person that could just come mess it up and be prepared for them because it just takes one person to totally destroy something. And you want to be able to have a positive attitude so that you can turn that negative situation into a positive situation by being prepared, smiling, thinking about your future, and having a plan in place to make sure that you can overcome all of these things. Now, manifesting your dreams to me really identifies with the fact that we have to mentally understand our epiphany. Your epiphany is your big idea. The insanity is step two. It's going to really come hard and heavy all the time, and it doesn't stop. You have to then be prepared to breathe and exhale and know that, hey, I'm in it for the long haul. I've got to adjust because this is where it is and this is what I have to do. And you have to start saying yes, not can't, every day. The fourth thing is being able to recognize how far you've come from where you started so that you can go into step six, which is believing. You can't manifest your dreams if you don't believe. And step number seven is starting to live the life that you love. Because guess what? Every single time you get through that process, it starts right back over again. And by setting goals every single month, you'll be able to overcome the hoops and hurdles and setbacks and all the obstacles that come with running your business and managing your life and finding a balance between work, life, and living on purpose. I hope that you found some value in today's message and taking it back to working in retail. It reminds me that I've come a long way and I'm able to take these small little lessons that I've learned over time and share them with you because just like that denim wall, you can set things up and it can be beautiful, but it just takes one person to come through and tear it down. But you, yes, you have the ability to clean it up because you're prepared. You're ready for those setbacks. You're ready to take on the things that might be frightening because you don't want to have things that are going to fall apart. You don't want to clean up a mess. But it's all part of the process. Once you learn how to clean up the mess, once you know how to put together a system for cleaning up, getting things sized back in order, getting the replenishment out, getting your customers notified about your sales, letting people know you're in town, showing up for the networking events. This is something that you have to shift your mindset in order to be prepared from day to day. Because guess what? That denim wall does not stay beautiful all the time. And your business will keep moving forward because as you sell through that denim, guess what? You're making money for your business. So it's all about the perspective and the mindset. So until next week, guys, get out there and go be great.